What's going on? We back. Goodfella Sports TV. We up in this thing doing what we does. One time for the one time we grinding. Shout out to the entire Lions Den boxing community. LDBC, if you don't know, now you know. Make sure you go download that new LDBC app in your Google Play Store and Apple Store as well. And also visit ldbcsports.com, all right? People said, you guys are hating on the LDBC. You guys are hating on Canelo for going to the zone. Why you guys hating on Canelo for going on the zone? Had a guy say, I thought y'all was not talking about Canelo, because you was boycotting Golden Boy and going to the zone. Obviously, this is huge news, okay? And a lot of people, on the LDBC and affiliate the LDBC, they like Canelo. You know what I'm saying? I picked Canelo P Triple G twice, thought he beat Triple G twice in my opinion. But guess what? He is a cheater. He is a juicer. I'm never going to let that go because every time a black fighter fails a drug test, I'm pretty sure the Mexican, white, and other minority, people let us know about that. People say, oh, Floyd had a legal IV and Floyd did this, Floyd did that. I'm like, well, show me an article that's not opinionated, that shows facts. Show me where VADA, suspended Floyd Mayweather, USADA suspended Floyd Mayweather, or said he came up positive with something illegal. They can't do it, so I don't leave it alone. But it's not the fact that people are hating on Canelo for going to the zone. I see a lot of brothers saying, if I got that type of money, I'd be gone too. Yeah, nobody mad because Canelo got 11 fights at $365 million per $365 million total. I mean, you'll be a fool to criticize somebody for taking that type of guaranteed money and going to the platform. Okay, so I'm not really mad that Canelo went there. But what really ruffles people's feathers about that situation, for people that want to understand and want to listen, is that you won't see the best fighting the best. The zone is looked at as a duck haven, and we know it's very, very early in the rotation of the zone. But the first month that was supposed to be free is no fights that I wanted to see. Not even the World Boxing Super Series. And remember, the Regis Prograis fight is not included in that first free month trial of the zone. Okay? It's not. So, I'm not intrigued. Now, Billy Joe Saunders and Andre, I was very intrigued by that fight. I know it was a boom or bust type of fight. I know it had an opportunity to be an ugly fight, or it had the opportunity to be a very, very great fight, impossible French classic type of fight. But other than that, I wasn't excited to be anybody. I'd love to see Andrew Tabiti fight, but not that much. And the reason why people are against the zone is not because John Skipper from ESPN, it used to be over ESPN, nothing to do with him. It's nothing to do with the zone. It's nothing to do with the price. It's the overall culture of the sport of boxing. Our stance, at least my stance, is looking at the sport of boxing and clarity, is the fact that you erase HBO, okay, which HBO would be proven to work with other fighters and not try to sign them up, okay? They will say, okay, Dominic Wade, we know you're an Al Heyman fighter. Danny Jacobs, at the time, we know you're an Al Heyman fighter. We just want you to rent you for a fight. We want you to come over here and fight Golovkin, or we want you to go here or whatever. They'd be like a common ground, even though they didn't work with Al, they didn't work with Bob anymore. They was more like common ground promoters. A common ground network, where they would put the money up and not try to sign you long term. And you knew it would be sketchy for you to go over to HBO and get a decision, but it was possible, okay? Now that you see Canelo Alvarez, they invest almost $500 million in him, $365 million over 11 fights through 2023. Canelo Alvarez was already hard to beat on HBO, Showtime, wherever he fought. Extremely hard to beat. Ask Austin Trout, ask Miguel Cotto, ask Triple G twice. Ask Floyd Mayweather, who won every round versus him, got a 114. Ask multiple fighters who he had close fights with. He's extremely hard to beat. Now, you have a guy going on a platform that's in the, beginning stages. It's a great idea. And, you think, for guys that want to go over there, and they do go over there without the zone getting network options on them, or one of the promoters, Golden Boy, or whoever the fighter may be, Matchroom USA fighter, getting options on them. You think you're going to come out that way with a victory? You got to go knock him out, man. And then again, he might get a Lucian Bute 34 count, okay? You have to knock the dust off his head. You have to make sure he's asleep. You know what I'm saying? But You know, those are all the risks. The risk is divide in the sport of boxing, okay? It's very, very divided. And as you got HBO, one platform that was there even before they left the boxing, they really had no fighters that people wanted to see. They monopolized the middleweight division as well, but you didn't get one fight that you really wanted to see until they really closed shop. You get Derevchenko and Danny Jacobs, other than Triple G Canelo, okay? People are mad at the deal because they feel that he won't fight the best competition. People say, well, Danny Jacobs, Demetrius Andrade. That's very, very possible. And I hear a lot of people say if they make that fight happen, church, okay, that's them good fights. But also, it's a lot of people that support Jamal Charlo, that support black fighters, that know that this was a move over to the zone, which it made sense when the financials came out, that, you know, he wasn't going to fight Jamal Charlo, and people wanted to see that fight. They know he avoided Charlo's and Andrade at 154. I don't care what you say. We all know that I'm not going through that story again. It's not that people was mad. People see the divide with the zone. They see that thing where boxing is going where people can't. And fans don't want to see, you know, especially Canelo fans, they don't want to see him fight Jamal Charlo, okay? They don't want to see him in that type of fight. They don't want to see AJ fight Wilder. So they got to come to the zone and got to make this happen. People see the zone as another platform. Well, we see the zone as another platform that is dividing boxing. It's going to destroy boxing. You know, a lot of people don't understand it. They'll pay for the Canelo Alvarez versus Rocky Fielding, or the Andrade versus Walter K, or whoever these bumbasses, Gabriel Rosado versus Luis Arias. You know, they claim, you know, Thomas Delorme, Jesse Vargas, Jarrell Miller, Thomas Adamick, Berturbia, Callum Johnson, Gavin McDowell versus Danny Roman. They lie to themselves and say, oh, it was entertaining and I'm really starting to feel the zone. I like these type of fights. But if you like those type of fights, I don't want to hear any complaining from these fighters again when the best fights don't fight the best. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear anybody complaining, telling me about Keith Thurman ducking, Sean Porter ducking, Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford BSing around, Leo Santa Cruz, Gary Russell, Frampton duck, whoever the situation may be. You know, because if you condone the Canelo Alvarez, or not just Canelo Alvarez, but if you condone and go to the zone and they don't put on the best fights and they are another divide in the sport of boxing, then you don't see the bigger picture. The sport of boxing is going to a place where it's going to be deceased. You think casual fans that make up the majority of a great pay-per-view, or to make up the majority of, you know, a great fight, they give you the viewership, you think they want to pay an additional $10? And I understand the zone was raised to $20 in Canada per month. And I understand the zone president said he may raise the zone prices again, or the owner. So you think people going to pay $10, $20 a month for the sport of boxing? You know, HBO said F the boxing people who subscribe just to watch boxing. And they have $15 a month. They can survive without boxing. For $20 a month, I'm not just going to watch subpar boxing. I'm not spending money on the zone off the strength of how Eddie Hearn was doing that. And it's not Eddie Hearn venture, I understand. But it's just me. I will not spend my money another way. Not at all. I will not spend my money in any more boxing. Just take the Eddie Hearn effect and the John Skipper effect out of it. I'm not spending my money in no more boxing. It's not worth it. It's not worth me paying $10 to watch Fielding. The boxing World Box Super Series tournament, I can give a fucking less about it. I like some fighters in it, but guess what? My day don't stop. I don't sit at home, watch boxing all day. I have a family. I have a job. I have other shit to do and other ventures to move and shake. I don't just sit at home and just do nothing all day. I can do other things with my Saturday, so I don't really care to watch subpar boxing. You know, I'm at the point where you, Mike, can just call me a casual boxing fan at this point because I only want to see big fights. I don't want to see no more of the small fry fights unless they're prospects. You know, that's where my deep thoughts come, my hardcore roots coming forward from the front of boxing. Retro and historian type boxing and prospect boxing. On this championship level of fighting, I don't care about Canelo Rocky Field. I don't just care to sit home on Saturdays to watch boxing. If it's not a meaningful boxing fight, I don't care about it no more, to be honest. I don't care. If it ain't the fights that I want to see, I'm good. And that's the point why people don't like they see the bigger picture with the zone. They see that they just divided boxing up. They gave a place for people to go duck and go fight, low risk rewards, and get high pay. And the PBC is doing that, but at least with PBC, at least PBC is giving you the best fights right now. Period. ESPN ain't giving you good fight cards. PBC giving you good fight cards. So now the DAZN is providing a sauce for people to go over there and really get top dollar for low risk. And I ain't mad at them. Get your money. But at the end of the day, when you come into boxing, when you come into prize fighting, you want to leave the sport, any respective sport or anything you do, you want to leave it better than what you found. And obviously, this generation of boxing is going to leave it worse than when they found it. There's no doubt in my mind. At the end of the day, they raising the money and boxing up. And eventually, all these dudes' pockets are going to go dry, you know, trying to keep up and pay for these boxers. And boxing is not that lucrative of a sport. But the problem, my point here is, the problem is not Canelo Alvarez. The problem is we're not going to get the fights we want to see. It's another network that's going to divide boxing even more. And we see the ultimate demise of boxing. And a lot of the brothers, you know, it's a lot of heat on our channels right now. I'm really not going to speak on it. But a lot of the brothers I talk to are tired of talking about boxing, man. So you might see a huge shift of more people talking about other things, basketball and other stuff. But it's just, you know, I'm not going to be fighting a battle when these fighters out here, you know, not going to fight the best. They're not going to support us. So support what we're doing, trying to get their clout up. But it is what it is. Goodfella Sports TV want to drop a jewel on y'all guys real quick. One time for the one time we grinding. Shout out to the whole LDBC. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. If you want to make a donation, the PayPal link in the description. Do me one better. Share the video. Share the link. Screen record them. Put them in your Facebook boxing group. Share them. Retweet them out. Definitely appreciate everybody. LDBC over everything. We gone.